And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter. He seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that defensive line. And what's more, he can often turn those interceptions into lethal counter-attacks too.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Kimmich. Davis plays it forward. Kimmich tries to get it forward quickly, and it's Gnabry. Lewandowski, foot in. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Bayern Munich with another corner. Sané has a go!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And here's Lewandowski. Pavard. Gnabry. Back into the middle. Gnabry. What a ball this has turned out to be. Neuer will lay claim to that. Well positioned to make that interception. And it's Sané. Müller. Lewandowski has given away a free kick. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pavard does well there, alert. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Gnabry plotting from out on the right-hand side. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Müller. It's a loose ball. And it's Müller. Sané. Gnabry. Surely a shot. Müller! That's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And a real chance to break the deadlock. Lewandowski with a real chance here. Lewandowski! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Pavard gets into the right position to intercept. Sané. Davis. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Kimmich. Gnabry. Sané. Now it's Sané. Corner it is. Timely intervention. Muller gets it back. Schüller. Lewandowski gets into a dangerous position. Gnabry. Neuer gets it upfield. And it's Muller. Sané pumps it into the area. Kimmich. Sané. Still waiting for the first goal. He's left his man. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Boateng drives it forward. Muller. Let's put a stop to that. And it's played forward. Lewandowski gets through, has a hit! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Kimmich. And here's Lewandowski. Played out to the right. Now it's Muller. And here's Sané. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Pavard gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter. And
He's
special
beaten the
delivery
keeper,
from the ref.
but hit the post. Alaba. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, both sides have drawn blanks and toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more.
And the shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, that's what the top players do. The ability to seize the initiative at crucial times in the game. And now this second half has a completely different outlook.
The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Bayern Munich take the lead, 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
It's Lewandowski. Alaba gets it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It has got through to him. Javi Martinez goes looking. Gnabry. Now it's Sané. He's played him through. Sané showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Forward it goes. Now it's Sané. Chooses to go. Gnabry! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Goretzka. And here's Lewandowski. Schüller battles to win it back. And it's Sané. Lewandowski. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Sané. He's had that put on a plate. Lewandowski. Now it's Gnabry. And it's Muller. Alaba cuts it out.
Bayern Munich are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must. He's had a go! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but they showed off target.
Gnabry really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Hoists it forward. Oh, good interception. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Kimmich. Pavard drives it forward. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, the ride is still a bit bumpy, Peter, so they're chasing the cushion of a second goal.
Hits it first time! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save! In with a header! And it belts one. That will sail harmlessly past.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Gnabry. He's made sure that that won't get through. Goretzka.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And here's Lewandowski.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Gets away from his opponents. Kimmich can get it clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Bayern Munich are down to 10 men. And here's Gnabry.
Bayern Munich have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Gnabry hurtling down that right flank. Gnabry with the delivery. It's a brilliant interception.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Alaba. And that's that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Now we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Leroy Sané. He's one of the most fleet-footed players around, Peter, and a massive threat with the ball at his feet. He knows where the goal is too, and his finishing is both precise and very effective. He's going to add a real dynamism to this forward line, either looking for the through ball on the counter or taking on his man and going on his own.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Sané. Kimmich. It's a decent ball. And it's Sané. And here's... Has a pop! Marvellous goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Muller. Out to the right. Muller. Muller is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Lewandowski. Has a hit! Boateng with the clearance. And it's Sané. Sané decides to play it back. Kimmich, it's Lewandowski! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Lewandowski. Sané goes on a charge down the left. Sané with a long pass. Gnabry. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Muller. Good idea, just poorly executed. Lewandowski. And here's Gnabry. And it's played forward. And it's Muller. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Sané! Done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayern Munich seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Muller, Gnabry. Oh, and the shot! In for the pieces! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Hoists it forward. Lewandowski. Sané, who does have an assist to his name. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. He's off on a marauding run. Real chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
I just hope he won't let the failure to score affect him. With the ability he has, he can reproduce.
And that has put paid to that. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Gnabry. More than a definite foul there. Now it's Sané. Gnabry brings the ball forward. Now it's Lewandowski. Muller. Hits one! Really well taken goal. Bayern Munich are all square.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And it's Goretzka. And here's Lewandowski. Boateng to play it forward. It's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
They come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Well, we're already into the second period. Decent progress down the left. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Lewandowski has a goal! Sane puts his foot on the gas. Gnabry, Lewandowski finds himself offside. Pavard just wouldn't be beaten there. Sane. He's found his man. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality.
Has a pop! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Lewandowski has a goal! That's a half-decent try.
Lewandowski did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. Sane. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. He was just never going to miss.
You could always see he was confident about that. He always looked like he was going to score.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Muller. Has a hit! And he's straight offside.
Bayern Munich are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Alaba. And it's Lewandowski. And here's Sane. Lewandowski. Javi Martinez. Goretzka gets it back. Bayern Munich have a free kick. Missed by a fraction. No, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Lewandowski.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Lewandowski. Schüller did well to emerge with the ball. It's a contest to keep an eye on. Lewandowski. He's made sure that that won't get through. Davis drives it forward. Schuller plays it forward. Pavard goes looking. Kimmich. And it's Gnabry.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Kimmich concedes a free kick for that. And here's Muller.
Bayern Munich are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that
Gnabry! Gnabry! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not...
It's Lewandowski! Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Kimmich. Muller. The final 5 minutes. And it's Sané. Now it's Lewandowski. Kimmich has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
It certainly looks up. It's Lewandowski! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Dispatched expertly, nicely done. He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent.
He's gone for it! You can get that clear. Oh, that is lovely footwork. And the ball is out of play. Now it's Gnabry. Sané. He's through the middle. And he's shown. And the shots! They are rampant! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive.
And that's that. Bayern Munich, comfortable winners. A virtuoso display, utterly one-sided. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
And thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. Lewandowski has got himself a free kick. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead... Lewandowski! Oh, it's hit the post! That's a half-decent try.
Lewandowski just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Valverde plays it out to the wing, chance to break, Gnabry plays a clever pass, gets the better of his man, oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Rafael Varane, and it's played forward. On the right now, what's on?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Sergio Ramos.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Valverde, and it's Hazard. Müller. Müller. Lewandowski. Müller! In for the follow-up! Towering header! Harmlessly behind. Toni Kroos. Foot in. And he just whacks it away. Goes for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Now it's Gnabry. Toni Kroos. Forward it goes. He's got... It's Benzema! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
That's not going far. Now surely. And through to the goalkeeper. And here's Sané. Sergio Ramos positions himself well and cuts it out. Gnabry. And here's Lewandowski. Casemiro. Gnabry. Kimmich. Kroos gets into the right position to intercept. Casemiro plays it forward. Valverde. He's made sure that that won't get through. Sané. Müller. So 0-0 still, but both sides have had their moments. Gnabry! Müller. Sané with and the finish! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as Tesco Peter, the keeper, he just received an A+ grade.
Müller receives a free kick for that. It's close! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's Marcelo. Lewandowski. And here's Benzema. Azar! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So there was the first half.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. Gnabry! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Pavard pushes it in. Out to the left it goes. Hazard trying to run down the left wing. Gnabry. Javi Martinez. Kimmich drives it forward. He's in, tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Bayern Munich really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Into the channel. Sané. In comes the delivery. Turns and goes back. It's Muller! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Javi Martinez tries to get it forward quickly. Madrid have plenty in the middle.
They've planned to defend the aerial route and will do so with numbers.
Oh, good interception. It's come loose. Kimmich. Lewandowski. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! He's done very well to get to that.
Lewandowski is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
It's close! And somehow it stayed out. Madrid are making a change now.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Tries to dink it in. That intervention was very necessary. Now a chance to break. Hoists it forward. And here's Benzema. And it's Sané. Done very well to intervene. What an adventurous run from a defender. Here's Muller. Sané. Muller. Repelled by the keeper. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, that is us. He's had a shot. He scored.
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless.
Lewandowski with a predatory goal.
Now look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was absolutely top-notch.
Bayern Munich. Hazard! Back of the net! There seemed no way back, but they are level. The contact was crisp and clean. That was just a rocket.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Gnabry. Sergio Ramos. And it's Hazard. Benzema. He's away. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Looking to break out here. Decent looking ball. And he's on his way. Shoots. Well, he is there and he can get that clear. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Yeah, no daylight between these two sides, but I have to say, neither side really did enough to find a winner. They just cancelled each other out.
The question, that's a foul. It's Muller! No, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Muller. Kimmich. Lewandowski looking to penetrate opposition lines. Gnabry! Oh, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever...
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Madrid are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. And it's played forward. Cleared without complication. Odriozola drives it forward. Alaba goes looking, dashing forward at pace. Modric. Benzema. He's hits one! He can pounce on that. In it goes! And with extra time approaching halfway, he scores critically. Neuer reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
I doubt he'll score too many, which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold.
It's Lewandowski! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. And here's Benzema. Good ball, it's found its target. Doesn't get the pass he's looking. Had a shot! Oh, he's managed to miss it. For the first period of extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Rafael Varane. Isco. Javi Martinez. Douglas Costa. Lewandowski. It's a brilliant interception. Isco. Diaz. And back to base. He's got options out wide. Odriozola. Diaz. Isco. Isco! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Isco can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Over to the left. Good and Diaz! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Modric. Isco. Back into the middle.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours even. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining. And a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. There's the whistle, and here we go. Alaba. Right through the middle. Benzema! Oh, the ball's come loose. Hazard goes for goal. And the defence can get it clear. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Now, can he capitalise? Courtois deals with it effortlessly. Valverde. A real chance if he can get through. Plays a clever pass. Oh, good interception. He's made sure that that won't get through.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's Benzema.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Valverde. And here's Benzema. Chance! And the shot! There it is! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a Neil, the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Madrid draw first blood here.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
It's come loose. Well, they could break here. And here's Muller. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Alaba. Davis. He's got options out wide. In with a header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Lewandowski brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
Madrid have it back, and they can go again. Lewandowski spreads it towards the left. Tries to get it forward quickly. Muller. It's Muller! Madrid just about recovering from what was about to hit them. Well played, he saw that coming. Valverde. And now they can launch a counter. Big chance! And yes, it's there! Bayern Munich are all square.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Neuer gets it upfield. Hoists it forward. Muller. Now it's Sané. Has a pop!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
Good ball. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, great ball. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Bayern Munich really could have done without this. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Now, power or placement? Oh, he's missed!
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Sergio Ramos. And it's Azar. And here's Benzema. Over to the left. Kimmich does well there. Alert. Now the counter. Forward it goes. It's a promising ball. Well positioned to make that interception. First 45 minutes are up. So a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're into the second 45. Sané dinks one in. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And that's a throw-in. Marcelo. Now it's Benzema. Muller. Alaba. Kimmich. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class weight.
Marcelo. Boateng gets into the right position to intercept. Sade looks to thread it through. It's come through. Casemiro. Benzema. Hazard's goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Hazard. That's really nice. Now, what next? He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Had a shot! Defending of the desperate... He hits it! Disappointing finish in the end.
Davies certainly caught it well enough, but that was never really going to trouble the keeper.
And it's Hazard. And here's Benzema. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Marcelo positions himself well and cuts it out. Madrid have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. Marcelo. Finds himself eased off the ball. Muller, looking to... and a shot! This could fall anywhere! Gnabry, another chance! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Muller really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gnabry, goes for the cross. And here's Sané. Now it's Benzema. Now it's Benzema. He's through. Now it's Hazard. Hazard! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Oh, he's broken through. Now it's Benzema.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kimmich does well to read it and intercepts.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Kimmich. Oh, real chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Bayern Munich showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
It's broken loose. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. And shoots!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Valverde. Marcelo. Hazard tries to dink it in. And 2 2. loose ball, who's going to get there? And he's cut it out. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Yeah, and it's been a contest between two sides that were evenly matched on the day. Neither deserves to be on the losing side.
Fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Don't test this for the endurance, for the character of the player. It's Lewandowski! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Has a pop! The lead stays intact, just.
Oh, that's a great response, though, and it's a statement declaring that they're not done with this yet.
Toni Kroos. Keeper's ball. Casemiro cuts it out. And it's Sané. Now a chance to break. And here's Benzema. Hazard. He gets past his man. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical.
Kroos! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself a peach of a goal! That is a major moment! And the finish!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
There will be a throw-in. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ball's out on the left now. Benzema. Benzema. Modric. Modric! And it's played forward. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Sané going through. Sané. Sané. Goes for goal! And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Douglas Costa, whipped in. Sergio Ramos clips one through. Diaz. Diaz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hazard, he's got away. Oh, he's gone for it! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. And it's Hazard. He's played him through. Diaz, he's had a go! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunt.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Lewandowski. Varane plays it out to the wing. Looking to break out here. Gets it back.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Goretzka. Lewandowski. Just brushed off the ball there. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes and astonishing turnaround. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Bayern Munich really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position.
Benzema has a go! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Schüller. Alaba. Davis. Belts one! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Sané could move up a gear here. A chance! Sané has a go! What a wonderful goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish.
Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard gets through on his own. Kimmich. Müller. It's a brilliant interception. Benzema. And it's Gnabry. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Courtois has that under control. Now it's Benzema. He gets past his man. Chance! Sticks it away! They have done it! They closer. Simplicity itself.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Gnabry! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Pavard pumps it into the area.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Sané. Played in by Sané. Toni Kroos. Sané. Can he deliver? Oh, it's opened up nice, and the finish! Goal! Bayern Munich! And they get themselves in front! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Bayern Munich get themselves into the lead. Shot a goal! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
And it's Benzema. And here's Muller. Lewandowski has a hit! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Lewandowski really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Muller, he's gone for it! He's done very well to get to that.
Davies is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, terrible pass. Hoists it forward. And he heaves it forward. That's the whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised.
And the shot! And the keeper barely had to move.
Look, that makes it easier for the keeper when he doesn't even have to move his feet.
And here's Benzema. And through to the goalkeeper. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, great ball! It's Lewandowski! Toni Kroos, and it's played forward. Lewandowski. Marcelo tries to get it forward quickly. He's got through. Gets the better of his man. It's come from... Shoots! Oh, that's a fine save!
Toni Kroos sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Forward it goes. Goes for goal! They scored! better. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. He's given away a free kick.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Muller. And that's been won straight back. Lewandowski plays it forward. Gnabry has a goal! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Plays it back. Oh, shooting chance! And more and more and more. And they are cruising away. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Bayern Munich blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well,
and the shot! Oh, extraordinary.
do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Decent looking ball. In for a hefty challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's a decent ball. Has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he's clearly not the only one who can't believe he didn't put it away. I think he's going to take some ribbon for that.
That's another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And it's Gnabry. Gnabry showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pavard does well to read it and intercepts. Good ball. And he's cut it out. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Muller spreads it towards the left. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Hoists it forward. Davis set up one goal so far. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here.
Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble.
Yeah?
Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions, besides the obvious issue of inviting most of your opposition high up the pitch.
Davis. He's picked him out. Timely intervention. Modric. And the counter is on. He's got away. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's gone for it! Oh, that is an awful miss. Can he find a finish now? Boateng plays it forward. It's loose. And that is that. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Any reflections on what you... Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. It's Lewandowski! I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. It's a loose ball. Got a throw in. Goretzka plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Hoists it forward. He's got through. Hang on. Lewandowski. Chance! He's delivered all right!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. And here's Gnabry. And it's Sané. Sané proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. And here's Goretzka. Timely intervention. Goretzka. It's come through. And he's fouled him there.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
That's just very well played. He can hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Davis delivers, and he's cut it out. Kimmich plays it forward. Davis. Cut out in the nick of time, and now they can launch a counter. Kimmich. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Bayern Munich just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
And it's Müller. Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked. This has gone, that's foul. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Alaba is the guilty party there. Müller. Goretzka. Gnabry. And here's Lewandowski. Sané is onto it and can take it up. Relief, it just needed better contact.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Müller. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lewandowski. Gnabry. Now it's Gnabry! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Hernandez. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Müller. Well played, he saw that coming. Hoists it high. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers.
Hernandez. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Sané.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do.
Pavard.
Gnabry looks to get on the end of this.
Goretzka.
That is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. One that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Already up and running for the second half.
Bayern Munich don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back, though.
Now it's Müller. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Now it's Sané. Jerome Boateng. Neuer sends that a long way. Alaba. Sané. Alaba. And here's Müller. Javi Martinez. Pavard. Bayern Munich still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Goretzka tries to get it forward quickly, and it's Goretzka. Lewandowski tries to head towards goal. Müller plays it out to the wing. Lewandowski. Sané. Sané! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Kimmich is on a run down the left wing. Gnabry, he's had a look, and the finish! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Lewandowski simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Loses. Sané is fouled. And it's Müller. Lewandowski goes for goal!
Kimmich.
Now it's Gnabry. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Neuer gets it upfield. Lewandowski, and here's Sané, has a hit!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or... Gnabry! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
It's Javi Martinez. Is there any support? He might not need it. Javi Martinez has a pop! And in it goes!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Lewandowski is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal.
Gnabry! Goal! Bayern Munich! And the comeback is complete! That really was a thing of beauty. curled in effortlessly.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's got options out wide. Sané, up to meet it! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then. Bayern Munich certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Played out to the right. Now it's Lewandowski. Forward it goes. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. And here's Lewandowski. Gnabry. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And time is up. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Thoughts on what we've just seen? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Little question that this is one of the most striking structures in all of sport, the Allianz Arena. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Thiago, loose ball, who's going to get there? Messi. Nicely measured pass. Can he find a finish now? Fires it in low. Now it's Roberto Firmino. That's a promising ball. Mohamed, and the finish!
Longley. And it's Dembele.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Coutinho. Mane. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it?
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's a decent ball. Big shot, and Firmino! He's delivered all right!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Liverpool draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining...
Hits one! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Goes for it! Trying. The outcome could so easily have been different. Mohamed Salah plays it forward. Pjanic. And it's Messi. Griezmann has a hit! He has got it! They are right back in business!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take it.
Messi! A real chance and a real let-off.
Barcelona know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Mane. Quick glance at goal. He's gone for it! Sticks it away! And they get themselves in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and...
That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Out to the left it goes. He's got away. Griezmann. Dembele. He's left his man. Tries a shot! It's a goal! A goal and a really telling moment.
Barcelona are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Messi goes looking. That is going to be the final action of the first half. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Mane. And he's away. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Longley really cannot believe it, but he is off, and they're going to have to find a way without him. And here's Mohamed Salah. Wijnaldum. Dembele. Messi. And here's Mane. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Oh, some tackle that. Now it's Griezmann. Good ball. It's Dembele! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Barcelona take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Messi. Van Dijk gets into the right position to intercept. Mane. And the shot! Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Knocks it away. Thiago!
Well, I suppose it wasn't the worst attempt if you consider how far out he was.
Philippe Coutinho. Chamberlain. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Firmino really showed good strength there. Held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And here's Mohamed Salah. It's Salah!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking to win it with time against them. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Chamberlain, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now, can he capitalise? Shoots! He's scored! And the comeback is complete! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Yeah.
Coutinho has got himself a free kick. And it's Pjanic. Pjanic plays it out to the flank.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
He's through the middle. Now it's Mane. Gets away. Mane! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
Barcelona could have here their final chance. Messi standing over it. Goes for goal! And oh! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
All square, and the shot! It's bounced out! He's had a shot! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! Late in the day! This could well be it!
Ter Stegen.
Did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't.
He's gone for it! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Quite a game, memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes, an astonishing turnaround. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. The Bayern fans singing their songs. This indeed is has a pop! A great save, real class.
Lewandowski sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Thiago. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few... It's Salah!
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
He's gone for it! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Has a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Davies put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Wijnaldum. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lewandowski. And here's Gnabry. Lewandowski. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bayern Munich get it back again.
Kimmich goes looking, and it's Lewandowski. Fabinho.
Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Lewandowski. Sané.
Just to point out, Peter, that fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition.
It's Salah!
He's missed, but by that far.
Mohamed Salah clearly became one-eyed then. He just decided to force it.
That's the throw. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Alaba. Van Dijk. Robertson. Mane. Thiago. Thiago takes the long option. Alaba tries lifting it over. Muller looking sharp there. Muller gets it back. Thiago. And it's Lewandowski. And it's Muller. It's Muller! Goal! Bayern Munich!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Schuller tries to get it forward quickly. Muller. Wijnaldum. Forward it goes. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and it's 1-0. And now they can launch a counter. Gnabry. And it's Mane. Robertson. Mohamed Salah. Firmino has a pop! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
The
referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. And he's pulled him up for that challenge. Long ball, but not especially accurate. Lewandowski. Fabinho cuts it out. Thiago. Mane. And it's Firmino. Has he picked him out? Mohamed Salah gets the better of his man. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. And it's played forward. Sané. Alaba. Bayern Munich can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Alexander-Arnold. Wijnaldum. Gnabry with a delicate ball. Timely intervention. And it's Muller. Wijnaldum. Now it's Gnabry. got in there. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
Peter, he went down the glory trail and he ended up in a cul-de-sac.
And the through ball is intercepted. Gnabry provides an outlet. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Gnabry with the delivery. Sees it out of harm's way. Gnabry! This could fall anywhere. Fabinho. Thiago. Oh, good interception. Muller. Thiago. And it's Firmino. Mohamed Salah tries to shapes to shoot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Firmino has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Massive leap! He has done it! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Liverpool go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And he's cut it out.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And the weighted pass. Nicely measured pass. Alaba. Mane. Mohamed Salah. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
There's a real appetite from them.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Hits one! He's going after it, and they've been caught out here.
Bayern Munich need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Keeper sends it forward. Good offside that time. Liverpool have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Firmino got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Oh, real danger here. Gnabry. Towering header. Oh, taken with style. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than that.
90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Yeah, and it's been a contest between two sides that were evenly matched on the day. Neither deserves to be on the losing side.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. And the shot! Gnabry. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Boateng does well there. Alert. Robertson. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Muller. He's pinged one through here. Face to face with the keeper. Chance! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Bayern Munich get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come...
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. It's a long ball, and it's not hit its target. Jerome Boateng. Kimmich plays it forward. Lewandowski. Müller. Shot at goal! Should have put that one away.
Müller was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
The changes then in quick succession. A swift reaction then, and the boss opting to reshuffle his defence.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't done it. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
And it's Mane. Shutter! Mane. Sané. He's played him through. Müller. He gets past his man. In towards the middle. Has a goal! And with that, we've reached the halfway point of extra time. And the team still separated by one goal, but it should be very different.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
The action has already restarted. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Liverpool are making a change now.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
And he's surging through. And the shot! Hoists it forward. And it's Thiago. It's a brilliant interception. Chance to break. Gnabry goes up and over.
Keita just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all-or-nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
Now it's Mane. Up he gets! So close to drawing level.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
Changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Now a chance to break. Goretzka.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And there goes the final whistle. Bayern Munich have done it in dramatic fashion. A massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. A truly outstanding comeback by anyone. There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Sadio Mane. He's one of the paciest players around, Peter. He's a very dangerous dribbler and a fine finisher to boot. I particularly like the way he gives defenders a headache by drifting across the forward line, looking for gaps to probe and spaces to get into. I think he's going to be a really huge asset for this team.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Davis delivers. Davis has overhit that horribly. Van Dijk plays it forward. And here's Muller. Muller tries a shot! Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Forward it goes. Mohamed Salah. He's pinged one through here.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push.
And body! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Robertson. And here's Roberto Firmino. And the counter is on. Right through the middle. Now it's Muller. Sané. Played in by Sané. Well read, he sorted that out.
There's been quite a few crosses coming in from that left-hand side. Sané really is providing a very good outlet there, and his contribution... Lewandowski really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Done very well to intervene. Kimmich. And it's Firmino. He's picked him out. Mohamed Salah. And Firmino! Boateng spreads it towards the left. Ball's out on the left now. Wijnaldum. 0-0 still. Good chances though.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact.
Shot a goal! Wijnaldum. Lewandowski. That's a promising ball. Gets away from his opponent. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And so we have the first set piece of the game. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Lewandowski! That was travelling.
We all love a triumph, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Thiago. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Goes for goal! It's broken loose. And it's Firmino. Mohamed Salah! And he just whacks it away. Now it's Mane. Kimmich demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. It's Muller! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Bayern Munich really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Mohamed Salah shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Mohamed Salah certainly could have and should have made more of that.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He hits it! Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. What a goal!
Oh, it was a brilliant way to more or less bring this first half to a close, and you can only...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
The action has already resumed here.
Bayern Munich need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Davis has come steaming up from the back for this.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here. Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Thiago into opposition territory. Fine. Has a goal! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
It's the through ball. He's had a goal! It's a goal! Bayern Munich are all square. That was easy. Almost. Schüller concedes a free kick for that. Gnabry with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that...
Mohamed Salah! That carried quite a threat. And it's Salah. And here's Roberto Firmino. Cut out in the nick of time. Now it's Sané. Here it comes. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And that has been cleared. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Kimmich. What a ball this has turned out. Goes for goal! Goal! Bayern Munich! And the comeback is complete!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Bayern Munich take the lead. Gets up to head it! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
And here's Gnabry. Salah. Jordan Henderson. What an adventurous run from a defender. And a shot! It's there! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Going through, has a pop! Away from immediate danger. He's had a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
You get the feeling that whoever scores the next goal here will be the winners of this time. They can't afford to waste chances like that, though.
It's a loose ball. And here's Thiago. Origi.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
challenge, he just stood firm.
Now it's Mane. Alaba tries to get it forward quickly.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Mane. Pavard drives it forward. And it's Muller. Decent looking ball. That intervention was very necessary. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment. Well, he's used to making headlines for all the right reasons, but he's about to get...
Has a hit! And out to safety. Into stoppage time. Shapes to shoot! They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! Simplicity, That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. The hostilities have already resumed. Bayern Munich pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Now it's going for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Liverpool can make their change now with a break in play. Gets it back. Mane. Origi. Pavard hoists it forward. Now a chance to break. Fabinho positions himself well and cuts it out. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. And it's Salah. Davis. And it's played forward. Well, they could break here. Chip through. It's put paid to a promising move. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's got away. Neuer claims it. Jordan Henderson. Henderson goes looking. Origi finds himself offside. Half-time, extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And we're off for the final time. They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Coman goes up and over. Keita. Jordan Henderson. Origi. Mohamed Salah, well weighted. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Over to the left. That's a decent ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Sane, who has made his impact already. Has he picked him out? Douglas Costa!
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Jota, it's come through.
He's gone for it!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Alisson,
He'll try from distance. And that's it.
terrific match, universal commitment to attack, all square and right, please, no loser. And that gets things running. Done very well to intervene. Liverpool have it back and they can go again. Little doubt, that is a foul. Jerome Boateng. Out to the right. That's not going to make it. Gomez. There's a long ball. Schuler does well to read it and intercepts. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, real chance! Sane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Salah. Now it's Mane. Wijnaldum. And it's played forward. Chance to break. Fabinho gets into the right position to intercept. Davis. Neuer. Keeper sends it forward. And here's Mane. Mane looking to force his way through. Neuer gets it away. Mohamed Salah plotting from out on the right-hand side. Gets the better of his man. Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's open. It's Salah! Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that. Sané tries to stroke it through. He spotted the run and played him through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. He stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. He's having a go. Defence has got rid of that. No, he wasn't being fooled. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Now it's Thiago.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Mohamed goes for goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking the cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
It's a loose ball. And that's a throw-in. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Thiago. Thiago!
And the keeper barely had to move.
Thiago clearly became one-eyed then. He just decided to force it.
That's put paid to a promising move. What an adventurous run from a defender. Well, they could break here. Now it's Lewandowski. Sané. Oh, he's gone for it! Goal! Bayern Munich!
Sane crosses the keeper, and only one winner.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So we have our breakthrough.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Kimmich gets it back. And it's Alaba. Foot in. Fabinho. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Everything a brilliant shade of red here, even indeed the outer skin of the stadium when its mightiest occupants are in town. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
As you can see, we've already started here. Van Dijk demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Kimmich. Müller. Lewandowski. Lewandowski! Straight at the keeper.
Lewandowski weighed up the options and picked the wrong one. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Bayern Munich really could have done without this. And he's buried it! 1-0! Oh, dispatched with certainty.
And it only took a little drop of the shoulder to send the keeper completely the wrong way. Didn't he take it well?
Liverpool get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Well, that is us. Big chance. No mistake. And they're at it again in double quick time. Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Liverpool get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And it's Gnabry. Kimmich. Sané.
Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Kimmich. Sané.
Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted.
And that's a throw-in. And it's Henderson.
Forward. What does he try from here?
He's looked long this time. Alexander-Arnold.
Forward it goes.
Javi Martinez. Kimmich. Javi Martinez.
It's a promising ball.
Gets away from his opponent. Mane.
No way through there.
Fabinho goes looking.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Mane
Has created 1 goal already.
Muller. Played back in. Lewandowski has a goal!
And for a moment, time stood still.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Loses his balance and loses the ball.
It's Lewandowski!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Lewandowski sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Kimmich
Tries to head towards goal.
Thiago.
And the half-time whistle goes. And we're off again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Bayern Munich get it back again. Gets the better of his man. Oh, really good feet from him. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. He gets past his man. Mane. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Gnabry.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Alisson sends that a long way.
Looking to break out here.
And it's Sané.
That's not going to make it.
Henderson
Drives it forward. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Sané. Javi Martinez.
Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Goes for goal! Oh, real danger here. Hoists it forward. And it's Salah. He's played him through. Well positioned to make that interception. Sané. Muller. Gnabry. Gnabry was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a decent ball.
Kimmich.
And it's Sané. Muller. And it's played forward. Mohamed Salah plays it out to the flank. No foul, says the referee. Could move up a gear here. Has he picked him out? Van Dijk has been caught there, it's a foul. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Lewandowski gets it out to the wing. He's got away. Hoists it forward. Mane. Mane finds himself offside. Javi Martinez. Now it's Gnabry, and he's away. Muller. Muller with a shot! In it goes! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Jim, your thoughts?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Going for goal!
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
That's clear cut, it's a free kick. The final 5 minutes. Fabinho. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Fabinho. Thiago. Looking for a decent ball in. Just brushed off the ball there.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. And they've been caught out here. Gnabry. Oh, red, he sorted that out. And that is that. Fabulous entertainment, drama in spades, and no one would have argued. So it's down to business here. Lewandowski. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Kimmich.
And it's Muller. Van Dijk gets it back. It's the through ball. Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Firmino. Mohamed Salah! Javi Martinez. Sané. Lewandowski. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending. Loose. He's got away. He's through the middle. Has a hit! There it is! Neuer did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Bayern Munich didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Thiago.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Kimmich, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Van Dijk demonstrating, no question, that's a foul. Mane. Mohamed Salah has been caught there, it's a foul. Liverpool with a chance here to increase their lead. And he's going... Oh, it's come off the upright. It's Thiago. Mohamed Salah. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Forward it goes. Muller out to the right. Gets away from his opponents. Lovely feet. What a throw in. Gnabry. Mane. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And he has been fouled there.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And here's Mane. Oh, it's Lewandowski, and the counter is on. Mane, he could be in here. Mane takes control of it, and he's on the move. Thiago, and it's Henderson. And here's Mohamed Salah. Just needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Well, they could break here. Can't get the better of his opposite number. That's put paid to a promising move. It's a decent ball. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Salah. Thiago. Now it's Mane. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Oh, real danger here! And here's Lewandowski. Now it's Gnabry. It's a loose ball. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Robertson goes looking. Mane just brushed off the ball there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And we're already back underway here.
Bayern Munich don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their...
Mohamed Salah!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did there.
Shoots! Goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And here's Gnabry. Good ball, it's found its target. Gnabry.
Good take by the keeper, he's read that well.
Fabinho. And it's Mane. Firmino.
Crunching tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Decent looking ball. He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Javi Martinez. And it's Lewandowski.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back into this. The next goal is key, and they've got to show the hunger and desire to score it.
Salah. Jordan Henderson.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Gnabry.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
And it's Thiago. And here's Mane.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Lewandowski.
Sané.
And Sané! It goes to show he is human after all.
Bayern Munich are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
And he's on his Mohamed Salah!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
He's through the middle.
Alexander-Arnold. Muller provides an outlet. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
So he's plotting something before playing it in.
And it's Sané.
He's had a look, has a pop! And yes, it's there! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. It was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Mohamed Salah.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
It's Lewandowski! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
Yeah, he was just a little too eager to get his chance away there, and it could have level matters.
Liverpool really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
Sané. Muller. And here's Lewandowski.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Needed a better pass there.
Mohamed Salah.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Henderson.
Henderson! Oh, that was no routine save.
Jordan Henderson is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
Lewandowski concedes a free kick for that.
And time is up. super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job.
And the finish! There he is!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Gnabry! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2-0, and they're already threatening to run riot.
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Bayern Munich take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And it's Lewandowski. And it's played forward. Thiago. To the keeper and go again.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Fabinho. Mane. Just brushed off the ball there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Firmino. And here's Mane. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well played, he saw that coming. He's through. Lewandowski finds himself offside. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Kimmich. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Fabinho drives it forward. Massive leap! Sticks it away! Just one goal in it now! Game on! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's left his man. Mohamed Salah. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
What a chance, a huge chance. He couldn't have set it up any better.
Kimmich. Sané. And here's Muller. Henderson gets it back. Mane. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Gnabry. And shoots! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Firmino.
it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski, 2 assists to his credit already. Thiago. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Could be has a hit! Another chance! Back of the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Lewandowski with a predatory goal. It's Salah! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
There's the end of the first half.
Bayern Munich are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Bayern Munich are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1.
So we're already into the second period. No reported change to either side during the break.
Firmino. Alaba battles to win it back. He's off on a marauding run. He's through, it's 1-on-1.
Crowd calling for him to shoot.
It's there! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Timely intervention. Fabinho plays it forward. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well positioned to make that interception. And here's Lewandowski. Müller. Out to the left it goes. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Goes down, but nothing given. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Hoists it forward. Müller. Lewandowski, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Müller! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
Thiago delivers. It's a brilliant interception. It's a loose ball. And here's Mane. Mane plays a clever pass. Lewandowski. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Now it's Lewandowski. It's got through to him. Müller is on his own. Can he get the shot away? Has a pop! Robertson goes looking. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Hernandez positions himself well and cuts it out. Gets the better of his man. Mane is fouled. And the ball is out of play. And it's Mane. And here's Roberto Firmino. Javi Martinez. Done very well to intervene. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayern Munich seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Müller. Bayern Munich have it back and they can go again. Lewandowski. This is promising. And here's Gnabry. Forward it goes. Thiago. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. That's clear cut. It's a free kick. Brilliant save from Alisson. Javi Martinez. And the ball's come out. Mane tries running with the ball at his feet. Alaba tries to get it forward quickly. Martinez, neatly flicked on. And he's cut it out. Müller gives check. Müller! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
You know, looking back on that, I honestly...
And the referee brings it to a close. Bayern Munich, a class apart. Opponents torn apart. They are comprehensive winners. Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it was